नित्यानन्देश्वरसमारम्भाम् नित्यानन्देश्वरिमध्यमाम् अस्मदाचार्यपर्यन्ताम् वन्दे गुरुपरम्पराम्. I welcome all of you with my love and respects. I welcome all the Mahans, Sri Mahans, Kotaris, Tanedas sitting with us through Nityananda TV, Sadhana TV, Ara TV and two-way video conferencing. Cities sitting with us in two-way video conferencing, Chennai, Enriching Temple, San Jose, Melbourne, Toronto, Redmond, Phillip Island, Australia, Los Angeles, Ohio, Kuala Lumpur, Seattle, Varanasi, Phoenix, Palm Springs, Oklahoma, Guadalupe, Houston, Warrington, Singapore, Wisconsin, Dubai, Hyderabad, Doncaster, UK, London, Vancouver, Hosur, Madurai, Rajapalayam, Diamond Bar, California, Devasmarana, China, Trinidad, Hyderabad, Gupta Kashi, and some more cities are joining. I welcome all of you with my love and blessings. I'll continue to expand on love current of Mahadeva. Because the Advaita, please listen, oneness becomes your reality with the love current of Mahadeva. Please understand, when you authentically experience love current of Mahadeva, the oneness you experience will continue to keep you retain the juice of celebrating Mahadeva. Understand? Today I wanted to expand on some of the most subtle points. Yasmin sarvani bhutani atmaivabhut vijanataha tatrako mohaka shokaha ekatvam anupashyataha. In one who has cognized the reality, all existing beings become the very self. Then what delusion, what sorrow of incompletion can there be for that seer living in the space of oneness, living Advaita? Listen. The love current of Mahadeva leads you to oneness experience. After that, after the experience of oneness, the way you live will be the love current of Mahadeva. Understand? Love is not just a path for experiencing oneness. After experiencing the oneness, the utility value of life itself is love. If you start practicing love now, meditating on love current of Mahadeva, you will experience oneness, and after the experiencing oneness, the way you operate, the way you cognize, the way you move, the way you live, the way you exist. The whole thing will be same love in a different dimension. Always there is a conflict between Advaitis and Bhaktas. Saying that, oh, always Advaitis declare these Bhaktas as Mayavadis. Sorry, Leelavadis. All the time talking about devotion. They never experience the oneness. And always these Bhaktas go on criticizing the Advaitis, Mayavadis, delusionists. They don't celebrate devotion and love. And there is also a subtle, deep fear. If you experience oneness, you may lose devotion. It may all become all me. From the side of devotees, they feel, oh, if we experience oneness, it will all become me. Devotion will be lost. From the Advaitis, oh, if I experience devotion, that's all the state I am in. I may lose it. I'll fall into duality. It is such a stupid misunderstanding, I tell you. The oneness strengthens your ability to radiate love. Oneness, experiencing oneness, strengthens your ability to radiate love. And when you become all me, you lose the ability to celebrate the devotion. Understand? This one thing I asked Arunagiri Yogeshwara when he was teaching me the Advaita. I said, everything is okay, but let me continue to retain my innocent devotion of touching, holding on to your feet when I sit next to you. Understand? Once he was trying to show me the power of oneness and Advaita, like he said that he was sitting facing north on the steps of the Kalyana Mandapam in Tiruvannamalai temple. In front of him, his samadhi. In the side, the main deity. The right hand side, the main deity Garbhagriha. Left hand side, the hill, Arunachaleshwara. Arunachala hill. He said, this, that, all is me. Just see. When he moved the hand, I saw literally the Garbhagriha and the hill, whole thing merging into him. When he moved the hand, I saw they are back to their places. Yes, very easy to tell it's a delusion, but it was not, I know, because it was such powerful experience and such restful awareness. During this whole thing, I was sitting holding his one feet in the leg, saying that if I hold on to his feet, a lot of energy will come, power will come. Of course, when he showed that Advaita, the concept of energy will come, power will come has disappeared. It's completely disappeared. I just know He is one, and I am just one with Him. Then I asked Him only one thing. Whatever may be the experience, let me just retain my ability to have this deep love experience, love current. He laughed and said, Advaita will only strengthen the love current. Advaita only will strengthen the bhakti. Listen. This is, you can see now, this is exactly the spot he was sitting. And I was sitting with him and talking. The oneness. Please understand. The practice of oneness. I'll give you some of the deep, important insiders' secrets. What takes away oneness from you is not able to cope up with the reality as it is. You always feel more colorfulness is needed than the reality you experience. Because you feel hope makes life function in you. So constantly you feel much more than what you perceive is required to keep you alive. So that need for the hope, the idea, you need something more to move on. That is why even as a child you need fairy tales. Please listen. From the beginning, you feel something more is required. Only then I can move on. So life moves only with the idea something more is required. So you go on projecting that something more which you feel required, either as quality requirement or quantity requirement. Either you feel you need more money, only then life will be great, more cars, more houses, then you become materialistic. Or if you think better quality, better way of loving, giving, respecting, serving, then you become a spiritualist. Whether it is a quantity requirement or quality requirement, the moment you have the idea something more is required for you to experience completion and fulfillment, that is the first delusion. Understand? Because it has gone to the biomemory level, you can't directly wipe that out from inside you. It has become a part of you that always building up. building up which is not there, cooking up which is not there, hoping for which is not there, go on faking which is not there. With the hope it will happen or it has already happened. Listen, I am breaking one of the important part. This hope and building up, even while you talk, you just see, just sit and speak for half an hour, 1 hour with any of the known people in your life, friends or family, with whoever. Then after that, just observe that 1 hour conversation and study in how many places you exaggerated, either that person or you, or about any subject you are talking. If you are convinced that something is great or somebody is great, you just go on exaggerating, which is not existentially experienced to you. I tell you, this hoping, exaggerating, all this can never be directly transcended. There is one being about whom you can never exaggerate. Anything said can never be exaggeration. That is Mahadeva, the cosmic consciousness. So divert your whole thing towards that. Then, even your exaggeration, hope, everything settles on the reality which can never be exaggerated. So naturally, your hopes, your exaggeration, everything does not lead you to delusion. It leads you to reality. Understand? Understand? Love current of Mahadeva is nothing but your hopes, greed, desire for more colorful, more quality, quantity, experience of life being diverted to the ultimate about which you can never exaggerate. Nothing more golden can be painted on him. So anything you say is less than what he is. This makes your quality of asking for more and hope settle down on one which is away from you. Listen, the more and more you go on exaggerating about you, when you don't have any other subject, that's what you will do. That is what you will do. When you don't have any other subject, that is what you will do. When more and more you exaggerate about you, you continue to maintain the delusion. The continuous process of exaggeration, need for hope, asking for more, cannot be taken away from you directly when you divert that to Mahadeva, who can never be exaggerated. All your hope, all your need for more everything settles down on Him, moving away from you, you wake up to the oneness. Because you are constantly waiting to wake up for the more ultimate. As long as you think that is going to be you, you will be so poor, struggling, suffering. When that hope, more quantity and quality, is on something which is beyond you, your whole biomemory for more settles down on Him. That is what I call feeling connection or love or devotion or bhakti. Your need for more and exaggeration settling down on God or Guru, which is other than you, is devotion. When it settles down on Him, your life becomes so alive, rich, and because it is away from you, you break the delusion, illusion. I tell you, if you don't have anything other than you to exaggerate, hope for, feel more about, feel the quantity, quality, more need, you are the poorest person, I tell you. That is I'll declare that as a spiritual poverty, conscious poverty, depression. The moment you open your mouth, if all your exaggeration is moving around, either your God or Guru, I tell you, you are one of the richest being in the planet Earth, because all your hope, need for qualitative, quantitative difference, and greed, exaggeration, everything is centered on something else other than you, will wake you up towards oneness. Antidote for delusion is devotion. Antidote for Maya is Leela. Antidote for Maya is Leela. Understand? Exaggeration is inevitable. You can't kill it. I challenge. Record any of your conversation for 10 minutes. You will see constantly exaggeration erupting. Even in negative way, if you hate somebody, you will exaggerate negatively about that person. Exaggeration is the way your mind functions. So till it dies, let your exaggerations be centered on your God or Guru, your Ishta. Your Ishta. If it is centered on God, you will experience Him in deities. If it is centered on Guru, you will experience it living. But exaggeration is the basic quality with which you function. that getting diverted towards the being who can never be exaggerated is devotion. That's the only way you wake up. You wake up to the reality. When you wake up to the reality, I asked Arunagiri Ishwara only this boon: forever give me the joy and juiciness of always putting, surrendering, dumping my need to exaggerate on you. Let it be always on you if there is a need. Before enlightenment, there will be need. Once the enlightenment happens, then there is no need to exaggerate, because you know nothing can be exaggerated. Anything you tell about him is him. It's only less than him, not exaggeration. Only you will be crying, oh, words cannot be sufficient, words are not enough to describe him. Whoever decides in my words and deeds and thinking, all my exaggeration will be only centered on my Ishta. You are traveling on the path of enlightenment. Get ready to wake up. Look in. That is all is love current of Mahadeva. I tell you. That is all is love current of Mahadeva. Understand? Today's subject for Vakyartha Sadas is how all of us have this exaggeration pattern and keep it centered on us, and how we can shift it to God or Guru. Guru is nothing but the expression of God demanding you to shift that hope for exaggeration on divine. Guru is nothing but the statement given to you by God. Hey, shift. Guru is statement of God. God is state of Guru. Guru is statement of God. God is state of Guru. State just gives a statement. State just gives a statement. Shift. You have suffered enough with the exaggerations of you. Shift now. I am here to liberate you from this need of exaggeration. To wake you up to the reality which can never be exaggerated, which is too big. You need to experientially see something with awe, to shift your pattern of exaggeration centered on you to centered on something else. That is when Guru appears and gives you that feeling, ah. Even after Guru happens in your life, don't miss that opportunity of that shift. Blessed are those who experience that shift, because they wake up. they wake up. They wake up. If you study the whole Shiva Purana or Leelas of Mahadeva in Madurai, everything is all about just giving you the experience of awe and shifting your ever-exaggeration pattern from you to him. That's all. That's all. Otherwise, how will you call taking away the two eyes of an hunter, poor fellow, because he believed you, taking away his eyes, how will you call that as love? How will you call this old lady's food you eat and then don't work, that as love? But it is all love. Only if you shift, you will understand it is love. It was love. It will be love. If you can understand what I explained today, that is end of all your sufferings in the life. Because all your sufferings are just due to your qualitative, quantitative expectation and exaggeration. It is expectation. Expectation is like a fire. You can't live with it too much. So, you try to cool it by pouring exaggeration. And this whole subtle cycle of expectation, exaggeration is all about the hope for heaven, hope for enlightenment, hope for anything which is not present now. And if that is shifted from you, from Aham to Shiva, you will experience Shivoham. Because anything you deeply love becomes part of you. Anything you feel as part of you, you start deeply loving it. That's all. If you feel you is you, you will exaggerate your actions, your memories, your experiences. If you think you is Mahadeva, you will celebrate his presence, his experience, him. Celebrating the source is always a liberation. Celebrating a small branch is always a bondage. Understand? You are not away from Mahadeva, but what you see, your perception about you is a small branch. So celebrating it will be bondage. Celebrate the source. That will be liberation. People tell me, I think all these Puranas are exaggerated. If you open your mouth and speak 10 minutes, then you will understand how much you exaggerate about you. Puranas are the antidote for your disease of exaggerating you. It's a shift. It's a shift. Today's Vakyartha Sadas should be how unconsciously you go on hoping and exaggerating you and things around you. Starting from the fairy tales, need for fairy tales, to need for carrying tales. Need for fairy tales is the hope getting exaggerated. Carrying tales is desperation getting exaggerated. Understand? Hope for fairy tale. Fairy tale is hope getting exaggerated. Carrying tales is desperation getting exaggerated. Whether it's a fairy tale or carrying tale, it's hell, suffering. Shift the focus of exaggeration from you to him, from aham to sheva. Shift it towards state or statement. State is Shiva, statement is Guru. Shift your need for exaggeration towards his state or statement. Shiva or Guru. Today's subject for Vakyartha Sadas is how we go on exaggerating us and how consciously we can do the shift. That shift will make you experience love current. That shift will make you celebrate love current of Mahadeva or love current of Guru. When you rest your pattern of exaggeration on your matter, you are materialist. If you rest your pattern of exaggeration on your qualities, you are so-called spiritualist. If you rest your pattern of exaggeration on the society around you, you are a politician. If you rest your pattern of exaggeration on confusion, you are a clerk worker. If you rest your pattern of exaggeration on your failures, you are a depressed person. You are a depression. If you rest your pattern of exaggeration on Mahadeva or Guru, you are an enlightened being. That's all. On which you rest your pattern of exaggeration, that decides the flow in which your life is going to move. And I wanted to make it very clear. All my description and stories about Mahadeva is not because I am exaggerating. I have already realized he can never be exaggerated. Whether the stories about Mahadeva are stories about me, not because I am resting my pattern of exaggeration on them or on me, it is because I know I can never exaggerate about him or about me. Both are one unending source of inspiration, can never be exaggerated. It is too big even to be described. I think it is going above the head of many of you, I know. You needed to know many things about you, only then what I am describing now, you will catch it. Maybe if you do Vakyartha Sadas, honestly, you will catch it. If you rest your pattern of exaggeration on your failures, you are depressed. Because constantly you will be exaggerating your failures and seeing and talking about it. And many people think that is Shantimaya. Peace is not exaggerating your failures. It's a depression. Listen. Today, internalize this and do Vakyarthas on it. How? In every single conversation, you exaggerate you, even your behavior, body language, words, action, deeds, everything goes on only in the direction of exaggeration, exaggeration, exaggeration. More, more, more. And how that can be shifted to Mahadeva, shifted on his state or statement. Guru is the very easy way to shift. See, how much ever you try, directly shifting your whole exaggeration on God will be very difficult because you don't know Him. It is not your experience. And you will be go on struggling to help you to get out of that struggle and to support you to experience and raise you. Guru happens. He happens just to give you that shift. So let all your exaggeration be centered on God. If you are poor, not to have a guru in your life. If you are rich enough, luxurious enough to have a guru, shift everything to him. Center it on him. He will center it on Guru, on God. If you shift all your exaggeration towards his statement, statement will shift it towards his state. Because statement and state are finally one and the same. Today's Vakyartha Sadas is all about shifting. Shifting. Shifting your exaggeration pattern towards which is something can never be exaggerated. I'll expand on how it wakes you up towards oneness. Because the need for the exaggeration itself has started because you felt separated from which can never be exaggerated. Because of that emptiness, that poverty, the perceived poverty, and imagined emptiness, that pushed you towards need for exaggeration, hope, desire, greed, everything. So when you move that pattern towards him, he will give you the experience of oneness, and you will know not only he can never be exaggerated, you also can never be exaggerated. And resting in the peace, neither he can be exaggerated, nor you can be exaggerated, and speaking, then all your words about him and you becomes reality. Because you rest in the truth of neither he can be exaggerated nor I can be exaggerated. But till you rest in that space, whether you exaggerate you you will have a deep emptiness inside. You cover up, cover up, cover up. But no covering up is possible, and which is not required. How it will help you to get out of depression? Experience oneness, from emptiness to oneness, from aloneness to oneness. I'll expand in further satsangs. I bless you all. Let you all radiate with integrity, authenticity, responsibility, enriching, causing, living Advaita, the eternal bliss, Nityananda. Thank you. Be blissful.
Nityananda Dhyanapitham, Nityananda Nagar, off Mysore Road, Bidadi, Bengaluru. Phone 08027279999. www.nityananda.org, www.youtube.com/lifeblissfoundation.